individually, in packs, or all at once through a season pass, so you can access each as soon as it's released. Keep your eyes on the horizon for full details, including release timing. This year marks Kirby's 25th anniversary.
Oh, nice, Kirby.
In celebration, we've prepared a few fun little surprises. First, the Team Kirby Clash Deluxe game is headed to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. In this co-op action game, Kirby, Kirby must unite to do battle with giant enemies. Just select a quest in town and form a team from 4 roles: Sword Hero, Hammer Lord, Beam Mage, or Dr. Healmore. Go it alone or together with friends. There are tons of quests, plus a brand new challenge system. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe is a free-to-start game, and you can get started right away when it launches today. Next,
It's actually out today.
Kirby's
Wow.
Blowout Blast is also headed to Nintendo 3DS systems, and that means Kirby is about to fight his way through a series of challenging 3D worlds. As you fight through 25 plus stages, the more enemies you inhale, the more firepower you'll wield. The stages are bigger than in Kirby 3D Rumble, and the challenges too. Wipe out entire troops of enemies all at once, and go for a bronze, silver, or gold star when the game becomes available for purchase this summer, exclusively in Nintendo eShop. And last but not least, a new multiplayer action game is in development for Nintendo 3DS systems. This title will be available in stores and on Nintendo eShop this holiday, so you could say that 2017 is Kirby's big year.
It's good to see Kirby back. That's pretty
In an odd
awesome.
twist of fate, a box is the last defense against annihilation.
Yeah, my computer was
Kirby is no
fighting me.
ordinary box.
I had to do updates for Windows. Go
Adorable
figure.
Phenomena known as Q-Babies lend him 4 new powers in the final game of the BOXBOY trilogy. Create boxes to climb, hover, warp, and bomb your way to salvation. Do whatever it takes to solve more than 100 puzzles across 18 plus deadly worlds, and destroy the black smoke once and for all. Survive new hazards, beat new challenges, use new powers like the box rocket, and dress for success with amiibo costumes.
Yeah, I fixed the title, but I don't know why it
Save
never
data of
updates.
The first 2 games. You can play this one with a Game Boy or monochromatic filter on. Try a demo for all 3 games today.
All right,
Check
let's see
out
if I think I fixed.
boxboy.nintendo.com for more info.
I think I fixed the levels right
Or
there.
better yet, just purchase and download
Cool.
the latest
Good to
installment
know.
in the series. Created by HAL Laboratory, the developers behind the Kirby series.
I know, right? At least I wasn't too late to miss that.
Launches today on Nintendo eShop for Nintendo 3DS. 3 new amiibo figures of Link from past entries of the Legend of Zelda
Oh, cool.
series.
I like the
will
Majora's
journey
Mask
onto
one.
Store shelves June 23rd. Plus, amiibo figures for Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta will roll
Oh,
into
nice.
stores
Got
on
Cloud
July
amiibo.
21st.
That's
Each one
cool.
will be available in 2 versions, but some will only be available at select retailers.
I think it's like the regular Cloud, purple.
All right. Next up, let's reach a little deeper into our next title, ARMS.
Okay.
Please take a look.
There was a leak before
Hi there,
here.
ladies and gents. I'm Biff, your trusty ARMS commentator. I'm usually pretty quiet, but I'm always game to talk about the ARMS game. The one with the weaponized extendable arms. So let's get into it. Now stay tuned and always stay in arm's reach. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Oh yeah, stay in arm's reach is a good
Yeah,
pun.
you guessed it. The biggest feature is the weaponry fighters attached to their fists, called arms. There are standard glove-type arms, multi-shot arms that really
Oh.
cause a ruckus,
That's cool.
specialized curving arms for cornering opponents, and powerful heavyweight class arms, just to name a few. Each arm has a special attribute that activates when charged up. Light up your opponent to knock them down with fire. Stun and electrify your rival with lightning. Blow away the competition with a tornado
Arms looks
of
good.
wind.
Oh yeah.
And freeze your foe to slow them down with ice. You get the point. You want more, right? Perfectly normal. Try the Get Arms service, courtesy of the Arms League. The in-game currency you earn can be used for a chance to unlock new arms. The more you fight, the more arms you have in your arsenal. There's a veritable treasure trove of arms on offer, and the fighters who use them are pretty tricky themselves. The comeback king of spring, the rocket girl who never flinches, the elusive ninja, one tough mummy, and my idol, Ribbon Girl.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize. I don't think they realized how in-depth ARMS is going to be.
Not to mention,
I need to see a May 26th date. That's what I'm looking for. May 26th.
That's right, fighting fans. The game gets deeper and deeper as players discover new combinations of fighters and arms. Now, get a load of this. Today, I'll give you a peek into how deep the strategy can get and how much it depends on your own approach to arming and using a fighter in an actual match. Now, it's time to get amped up as I introduce to you a new contender, the Ramen Bomber, Min Min.
The Ramen Bomber.
Min Min is one spicy noodle-wielding fighter.
Oh, gosh.
When she dodges in the air, she can also kick down enemy attacks. Wait, you didn't think punches are the only attacks in ARMS, did you? That's one big misconception. Min Min is living proof of that.
Not too long ago,
throw her opponent, and her left
this is the first thing for the Switch they've shown.
Into a dragon. This augmented arm can maintain a longer charge, so beat the sauce out of your rivals. Anyone getting hungry? I wish my arms were made of noodles. So, I lost myself there for a second. Next up is the enthusiastic Spring Man. After charging up, release to initiate a shockwave that can repel attacks with his overflowing energy and determination. His famous forte involves deflecting his opponent's punches, then delivering powerful counterattacks.
See, that's pretty
when
cool.
His health drops below 25%, his never-say-die attitude kicks in, and his punches will stay perma-charged. His slick-back spring hair isn't just for show. He actually gets stronger after bouncing back from a desperate situation. You know, I feel a fight coming. Guess I'll serve as your commentator. Let's see. Min Min has a fiery Ram on the right and a fiery Dragon on the left. She must have a hot temper. Springman has a fiery Slap-a-Mander on the right and an icy Chilla on the left.
That's cool.
Not sure where he's going with that. Well,
so you have different combinations of gloves on either side. I like that.
Okay, here's Min Min. Right away, she's charging up, and there's her Dragon Arm. With her Dragon Arm and that Dragon Arm, really looks like a real dragon.
See, I like that they have the numbers come up above them, too, for how much damage you do.
There's a bit of delay before it fires, but its power is exceptional. She's got Springman cornered with her combo attacks, and a left, and a right, and a... Wait! Springman's counterattack has kicked in after deflecting a shockwave. Her Dragon Arm has no choice but to return to old ramen noodles. Both fighters continue to pummel each other. Ouch! He lands a right while dodging the laser. Min Min won't last if this keeps up. Carefully timing the gaps between punches is an important technique. Wow, she's dishing out.
Yeah, I think
noodles.
We're hoping Virtual Consoles is addressed because there was a leak before this, like very recently. I think yesterday, and it talked about all the stuff we've seen so far, and Virtual Console was the next thing they talked about.
I
think they said like May 12th or something like that. Virtual Console launches on that leak.
Her left arm is really charged up. Their assaults continue while they expertly dodge incoming attacks.
See, the visuals look good in this game. Like, it looks good.
Wait, no! Instead, she avoids the counterattack with the guard. Talk about clarity under pressure. But just how much damage can her right arm take? Oh no, her right arm is down. She's completely open to attack until she can... Yes, she manages to recover. Her kick is smacking down his arms, and now a simultaneous punch. Both fighters are desperately trying to recover their footing. Bam! He took that powered-up dragon, and it's not looking good. Springman's last hope is his special comeback. He'll never give up. Min Min has to finish this match before it's too late. Can she seal the deal?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she did, thanks to her dragon's laser.
Well, of course they're going to put the new character over.
The win. So
I like that. That's cool.
From the fighters to their arms and abilities, There's an arsenal of techniques to unleash, and the rivalry is heating up. Now that is ARMS. And when I say rivalry, I'm not just talking about one-on-one matches. Sometimes you just gotta shake things up with some 2-on-2 action. We got a lot more hiding up our long sleeves, so please stay tuned. Stretch the limits of your fighting skills when ARMS launches June 16th. Until next time,
June 16th,
fighting
okay.
fans.
Later than I thought. I was almost positive that was going to be a May release. That's
Alongside
weird.
the launch of ARMS, we'll release a new color
Much
of
later than I
Joy-Con
thought.
and Joy-Con strap, neon yellow.
Oh.
And we're also releasing a Joy-Con attachment that extends the battery life.
Oh, what?
It's nice to have when you want to play for a long time without charging.
Did anyone... What?
Next,
Did anyone
we'll
ask for that?
Run through some more headlines for Nintendo Switch.
It's like 20 hours.
All right, time to speed run through some headlines.
What we got? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, nice, nice.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe marks the return of fan-favorite racers and double items, while introducing a huge battle mode featuring all new battle courses. Plus more characters, karts, and tracks unlocked from the start than any Mario Kart game in series history.
That's interesting that they
The online mode
announced
has a fun way of keeping things fresh.
that they announced
Choose
a
race, and you'll join 11 other players
that they
and
announced
switch between
a
random
battery
assortments
back
of
for the
tracks.
Joy-Con instead of the Switch,
Choose
because the
battle,
Joy-Con was what,
and
20
you'll even
hours?
switch between modes,
It's interesting.
like good old balloon battle or renegade roundup. So be ready for anything. For a more personalized experience, you can also play with friends in a friend room, where you pick the rules, the items, the CPUs, and more. You can even create or enter a full-fledged in-game tournament. Speaking of, Nintendo will be hosting 2 of our own, one for racing and one for battle, to celebrate the launch of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Stay tuned for more info because the race begins when the game launches April 28th.
16 days, 16 days.
Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers, marks nearly 10 years since fans have seen a new iteration of the beloved classic. You can throw down as one of the original fighters in all-new HD graphics, or choose the retro pixel art.
We already know
Ultra
this is
Street
May
Fighter 2
26th.
also features 2 new playable characters, the first new additions in the classic roster in over 20 years. Evil Ryu has succumbed to the murderous Satsui no Hado, and M. Bison has brainwashed his friend, creating Violet Ken, bringing the roster to 19 fighters. See who reigns supreme in fierce local or online multiplayer competitions. For a change of pace, the all-new Way of the Hado mode lets you throw a Hadouken from a
Yeah, we saw
first-person
that.
perspective. And 2-player co-op battles give you and a friend one
Yeah,
health
neon
bar
yellow
for
seems like an
2
odd
players with CPU
color
beatdowns. Wanna
to
take it
release.
easy? Activate
I
special
thought there could have been
moves
better
with one
ones,
button
but
in handheld mode.
it's another
using
color.
the light battle feature. No matter what, take the fight with you on Nintendo Switch. Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers launches May 26th. Minecraft, one of the most popular games of all time, is coming
Wow,
to Nintendo
okay.
Switch.
Hey, that's a good
It's a
good
game about
pickup.
placing blocks and going on adventures.
Good pickup by
Explore
Nintendo right there.
randomly generated worlds and build amazing things from the simplest homes to the grandest of castles. Play in creative mode with unlimited resources, or mine deep into the world in survival mode, crafting weapons and armor to fend off dangerous mobs. You don't have to explore or build the world alone though. Up to 8 crafters can play together online, while 4 can join each other in local multiplayer on the TV or in tabletop mode, supporting both split screen and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Nintendo and Minecraft fans alike will
Oh,
also
there you
be
go.
happy to learn that the Super Mario Matchup Pack will be launching on the Nintendo Switch console.
That's interesting.
Play and explore a world
Because
full of classic characters and places
Minecraft
in the
is
Mario
technically a
universe.
Microsoft game.
Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, including the Super Mario Mashup Pack, will launch on Nintendo eShop May 11th.
So they have
and in
Nintendo
stores at a later
characters
date.
in a
Happy
Minecraft
building.
or a Microsoft-owned
Neo
game.
Geo masterpieces make awesome additions to any arcade, and Nintendo Switch is no different. In fact, arcade classic Samurai Showdown 4
Oh,
will
Mark
be
of the Wolves.
available tomorrow.
What? What,
Look out
tomorrow?
for these other Golden Age greats coming soon. 99% of the world is dangling in the evil clutches of Eggman and his terrifying new power. But never fear. Sonic
we go,
is here
Sonic
to
Forces.
face the danger. Now fight back. Free the world from Eggman using the Blue Blur's stylish high-speed moves. And who is this alternate version of Sonic, summoned to this world by Eggman? Can he survive all the traps and return to his home world?
This actually looks like Sonic. It looks fun.
A new ally will rise up as well. Sonic Forces Races to the West, Holiday 2017.
Oh, still not a release date on that one. Okay.
There's one more Sonic speeding this way. After more than 20 years, a new installment in the classic series' original style is almost here. In addition to brand new stages, some popular stages from past titles have been souped up. Sonic Mania will dash onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Someone needs to explain to me what's taking
Project
Sonic Mania
Nakuru
so long to come
is
out.
one big battle of an action game in which players compete by flipping panels. There's only one rule you need to know. Stomp a panel and it'll change to your color.
Alright.
Fight to win by changing the most panels to your color and blow up your opponents.
It's interesting.
Sometimes flipping panels can yield items. They can boost your movement speed and panel flipping power. Play with friends in 4-player local multiplayer, or connect to the internet to face down opponents the world over. Look out for this title exclusively on Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch this summer. Fate Extella is headed to Nintendo Switch with an all-star cast of characters from the series.
I did see did you guys see that THQ Nordic at the bottom?
Lead a mythical
THQ
servant
Nordic
and
might be
fight for dominance
Darksiders.
against hordes of enemies in this intense action game. With overwhelming power on your side, you'll crush thousands of enemies all by yourself.
Okay.
Fate Extella will launch on July 25th.
Nice. But that's sooner. Wow, jeez. They're trying to pack the summer up here.
Tactical, dangerous.
Yep, this Gaia
Over the
5's
top.
good.
This Gaia 5 complete is many things, with many distinct characters.
You don't need to have played any other
You'll follow
Disguise
the
to play
Princess
this one, so if you
Overlord
want
of
to
the
try it,
gorgeous
it's a good game to
netherworld,
get.
Seraphina. And of course, the demonic wanderer Killia on his quest for revenge. A demo of the game will haunt Nintendo eShop soon, and you can explore the netherworld to your heart's content when the standard and limited edition launches on Nintendo Switch May 23rd.
Yep, that's soon too. Yeah, very nice.
We're about 2 weeks out from the release of the 4-player puzzle mashup game
THQ
Puyo
Nordic
Puyo
brings the
Tetris.
goods.
While you're probably familiar with Tetris, you may be new to Puyo Puyo,
Bring
a puzzle
Darksiders.
series that's downright famous in Japan, but hasn't been seen much in the West. Similar to Tetris,
Pretty good
pairs
bit
of
of
Puyo
Persona.
fall from the top of your board and collect at the bottom.
I got ukulele
You'll
now,
move
so I gotta
and
play
rotate
that.
the Puyos, but unlike Tetris, your goal isn't to create a line, but to gather a clump of the same color.
Puyo is good too. This is a good game.
And clear them from your board.
It
The
kind of reminds me
difference
of
may seem small,
Mean Beam
but the
Machine.
strategies are very different, especially when you start setting up chains to drop garbage Puyo and sabotage your opponent's
Yeah,
board.
there's a lot more here than I would have
Are you
thought
up for
too.
the challenge? Well, a demo is launching on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation
Ooh,
ends.
cool.
The demo will give you a taste of both the solo arcade and multiplayer arcade modes.
I will be downloading that demo.
Unsure how to play? Well, don't worry. Lessons mode is included as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Give it a try.
Virtual Console. We are going to find out about Virtual Console probably in the next 10 minutes, so I'm pretty excited right
One of the most
now.
famous board games ever is
I'm
coming
pretty
to
excited.
Nintendo Switch. Now up to 6
legacy of
players can
greatness.
enjoy
That's
Monopoly
Virtual
in
Console.
a whole
Come
new
on.
way, and bring the board game to life anywhere at any time. With HD Rumble, it even feels like the dice are rolling in your hand. There are exclusive tokens to earn.
That's not a
new
terrible
boards to
idea,
discover,
Monopoly, for
and new rules that will change your
for like
strategy.
being on the go.
Be ready for more additional content, new twists and interactions as you take over the whole board when the game launches this fall. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition is the ultimate version of the award-winning game. Pick your favorite
Legacy
character
greatness.
and get
Come
absorbed
on,
once
get
again
there.
into the mythical glade of dreams. The gang must run, jump, and smack their way through different worlds to save the day and discover the secrets of each legendary painting. Exclusive to the Nintendo Switch, the Kung Foot experience now offers a solo mode and a tournament mode for pitting up to 8 teams against each other.
Rayman's pretty
You
fun.
can also connect
It's a good
two
one to get.
consoles for playing in local co-op. Get ready for a lot of laughs when the game launches later this year.
Rayman Legends, there you go.
If you're game
Here we
for
go.
something
Come on.
different, then THQ Nordic has your back.
Cymera
The diesel-punk
EX.
shoot-'em-up game Mora X was co-developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer
Whoa.
and Digital Reality. Find
That
out what
looks
choices
awesome.
you'd make if you knew exactly how much life you had left to live when this stirring tale of honor and morality launches on Nintendo Switch this summer.
That is
complete with a
awesome
local
looking.
co-op and versus mode.
Cool. I'll
Battle
check that out.
Chasers Night War is an RPG inspired by console classics and based on the fan favorite Battle Chasers comic book series. You can dive deep
Battle
into its
Chasers.
dungeons, and even deeper into its turn-based combat when the game releases first on Nintendo Switch in late summer.
A lot of summer releases. A lot of summer releases. This is good. This is
Getting
good.
paid to be the bad guys is as sweet of a gig as ever in Payday 2 for Nintendo Switch.
What?
Okay, let's do this.
Payday
And player
2?
Players can band together for intense co-op action.
Wow,
and rise
I'm
to
a
the
little
top
shocked
of the
right now.
criminal underworld for bigger jobs.
That is
and better
Payday 2 is an
payment.
awesome game if you have not played
Use
it.
the cash you stash
I
to
am
customize your
seriously
character
shocked
with
right
new
now.
Skills that change the way you play.
Wow, this is Payday
huge
2 is a
amount of Payday 2
big time
content
online
will be
game
released
too.
on Nintendo
And you need
Switch.
voice chat.
So it'll be high time to open this vault later
You
this
need
year.
voice chat for that game. Wow, that was a
Some
little
of the
out of
most
nowhere.
popular NAMCO games of all time are headed to Nintendo Switch. With NAMCO Museum, you can play classics like Pac-Man, Galaga, or Splatterhouse anytime.
Splatterhouse good.
anywhere. And multiplayer favorites like Rolling Thunder, Sky Kid, and Tank Force are perfect for local co-op with family and friends.
I guess that wasn't
You
Virtual
can use the
Console.
standard horizontal display,
Yes, they got us with
or even
that.
switch to
The
a
legacy.
vertical layout for that classic arcade feel.
I mean, it's still cool.
Stop and resume your gameplay at any time with
Splatterhouse is a good
while
one.
testing your skills in fun
Pac-Man,
challenge
of course.
modes designed for each game. The classic fun begins when Namco Museum comes to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch this summer.
They
We're
got
happy
us.
to confirm that limited quantities of the standalone Nintendo Switch dock will be available for purchase.
Why did
May
that say
19th.
Splat the competition
You
on
can
Wii
hook up
U?
an extra dock to a separate TV, so you can switch from one to the other without unplugging your main setup. If
Mm-hmm.
you're interested, it's available at participating retailers or head to store.nintendo.com.
That's the one that's like $60, right?
Grab 3 of your best Inkling teammates and fire up your Wii U console, because BattleFi is hosting the Splatoon US Inkling Open, the online event you've been waiting for. If you're 18 years or older and based in the US, you can register your team at battlefi.com/Splatoon.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's interesting.
Find details, rules, and tournament times. Who knows? If you splat with the best of them, you may even win a trip to E3 2017.
Well, let's dive into our last game of the day.
Last
Splatoon
game.
2.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Hope you
Splatoon
like
2.
it.
Oh, is this a single player? I like how it's set up like it's like an old-timey like VHS tape. No, I didn't see anything about Stardew Valley, no.
Are your regulatory systems functioning? On behalf of the Squid Research Lab, I certainly hope so, because the findings we're about to present may be startling. Oh, that's right. You may be wondering about the Squid Research Lab. Well, we research squids in a lab, and other things too, like that strange video. Perhaps what you saw seemed a bit unusual, but research indicates that freelance power egg collection is becoming quite popular among Inklings in a new mode called Salmon Run. Luckily, one of our fearless researchers went on location and captured this curious activity live on camera. Now, we share our findings with the world. For the first time on film, we can see this remote location, separated from Inkopolis, on the other side of the ocean. This derelict man-made island is a hotspot for freelance power egg collectors. Amazing! Inklings super jumping to the island! We've concluded that 4 Inklings make a team, just like in Turf War. And what are they wearing? The implications! It looks like some kind of special gear provided just for this task. And it appears they're given weaponry too. It's a power egg collector's job to defeat creatures of the salmonid genus who habitually attack for some unknown reason. And it's not just one wave, which is a plus when you're
So it's
collecting
kind of
power eggs.
like horde mode, kind of.
As you can see, they can be acquired from debilitated salmonid. It may sound easy, but what's this? Some sort of salmonid. To tell the truth, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. Just wait till I tell my boss. Ooh, that's it. It's a special kind of boss salmonid that Inklings are paid a bounty to hunt. I'm afraid our brave squid friends are no match for this beast. At least, not with their current strategy. Oh, one of the Inklings is down. And another. Yet somehow the incapacitated Inkling has deployed a lifesaver to call for help. Oh, I see. When a fallen freelancer gets inked by an ally, that Inkling can be resuscitated.
That's pretty cool.
Freelancing does have its benefits. Communication is key because
it's like horde mode or zombie mode, kind of.
Win together. Unless they don't. What an honor it is to witness this incredible struggle.
I mean, it's another mode, so it's pretty awesome to have more stuff to do, obviously.
Odd. These eggs have a rare appearance, even among power eggs. Could they be golden eggs? And now it looks like the Inklings are transporting these golden eggs to a containment unit in the center of the site. Aha! Could it be that this is the Freelancer's ultimate objective? To harvest these golden eggs and haul them to Inkopolis? Indeed, after many trials and tribulations, the Inklings have collected their golden egg prize and fulfilled their corporate agenda. What we witnessed here is the harsh reality of one suspicious part-time job. Why would such a dismal occupation be so popular among Inklings? Well, it might be due to the rewards. I've heard they're quite, fresh, is it? More research may be required.
All right, so we're waiting for this release date for Splatoon. ARMS isn't out till June. I guess this is getting pushed to July.
If we compile any new information, you will be the first to know. We're planning to release a research report on the ongoing battle with Octarians, so stay tuned and stay fresh. That reminds me, we have one last report for you. It's a scientific fact that new Splatoon 2 series amiibo will be released. There are 3 new figures. Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, and Inkling Squid. When
More
you tap
amiibos.
these amiibo, the figure character will appear in-game and befriend you. Befriend an amiibo character, and they'll remember your favorite outfits, weapons, gear, and option settings. Tap your amiibo on the customization menu screen, and you can swap your outfit with the amiibo figure's outfit. I'd imagine it comes in handy when waging turf wars at a friend's house. To conduct your own research, try snapping a photo with your amiibo friend. That way you can both wear your favorite outfits. Then you can share your photos with human friends on social media via the Nintendo Switch album. Sometimes your amiibo friend may give you special gear as a gift. The game is compatible with previously released Splatoon amiibo figures as well.
People seem disappointed.
Well,
in the
fellow
chat.
researchers, today's presentation is over.
We need a
look
release
forward to
date.
sharing more research in the future. Thanks for... Oh, forgive my apparent short-term memory loss. I have one last fact for you. Splatoon 2 launches July 21st.
July, okay, yeah.
And the new
That's what I was
amiibo
figuring.
released that same day. That's all for today's report.
Third week in
Research
July is
Lab,
pretty good.
Signing off.
I hope you enjoyed this new Nintendo Direct. Thanks for watching.
Okay then. Well, we found out some stuff there. I think a lot of people came into this hoping for Virtual Console. That was a big one that did not get answered. Online service at all. That did not get answered. But we did get release dates for both ARMS and Splatoon 2, so that's good. I think ARMS, and I think they were a month further out than I thought. I was almost positive ARMS would have been in May, because May is kind of sparse with stuff. There's not a lot there. they do have Street Fighter, and then of course Mario Kart comes out so late in April that it will kind of run into May, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. And so they'll rely on those two big games to really push them through May. And then of course June is ARMS, July is Splatoon 2, which will be mid-July, third week in July, and then we'll see what happens August, September. I'm hoping Nintendo just does month releases, so month, you know, big release. And E3 is, I think, where we'll find out a lot of stuff. We'll find out about the online probably there. We'll probably find out about voice chat and everything there with that app. But I really don't think we'll find out about any of that stuff before E3. I'm actually surprised they showed us so much stuff here. But most of the stuff they showed us is either coming out so close to E3 that it doesn't make sense to take up a spot at E3 for this. E3 is usually for games that are coming out later on, whether it's later that year in the holiday season or the following year. So it makes sense that they would not want to do Splatoon 2 and ARMS there, only because they would be out. ARMS would be out like a week later, and Splatoon 2 is out like a month later. So that makes sense why they don't want to do that. But I am very impressed right now with Payday 2. It seems weird to be impressed with that because it's been out for a while, but that's a game I would not have expected on the Switch. If I had to pick a game from any of the games we just saw, it's Payday 2 is the most surprising, I would say. I mean, NAMCO Museum, yeah, that's easy enough to move over, but Payday 2 is pretty. One, it's a pretty good looking game. Two, it's a big time online game. So you need voice chat. You need a stable connection, and you need a good infrastructure for pulling that off. And if they can come to the table with a paid service but offers dedicated servers, I think it could be the place to play, which would be on the Switch. So I'm excited for Payday 2, strangely, out of all of them. Monopoly is a great idea. See, Monopoly makes sense on the Switch because it's something you take with you, and you can put the tablet part down on the table with its back, and then you have what is essentially a board game right there. Of course, we'll have to zoom in on different parts. Each person has a Joy-Con, and you go from there. Maybe you sync up a Pro Controller or two more Joy-Cons, and you have, 4, 5, 6 people playing. So I like Monopoly on there. Makes sense. I hope it's not overpriced. I hope it's a fairly priced game because it's Monopoly. Payday is older, but it's still a fun game. They bring out DLC all the time. I mean, didn't they just bring out DLC like 3 months ago or something? Not even 2 months ago. So there's a lot of DLC, massively active community online, massively active community. So I'm excited for Payday 2 on there. I think it'll be fun. I played like a lot of Payday 2 on the Steam. So what a cool idea to bring that over as a portable unit. Monopoly. Monopoly is a good idea. And then I was, of course, surprised with the Kirby and the 3DS games that they showed. Kirby, that's a good one to put on the 3DS again. I mean, Kirby's been on there a lot, but they're keeping that 3DS alive, man. I'm surprised. The 3DS has some stuff. I'm shocked right now. I wonder if who you call it's replaying it. Sometimes the Nintendo UK will pick back up. Oh no, okay, they already launched everything. They already put everything back up. Yeah. Oh, cool. They did put those back up. Hold on a second. Let's pull that up. Let's pull this up.
All right, time to
There we
speed
go.
run through some headlines.
Let's pull it back up for anybody who missed it.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe marks the return of fan-favorite racers and
These are just
double
the headlines,
items,
about
while
10 minutes.
Introducing a huge battle mode featuring all new battle courses. Plus more characters, karts, and tracks unlocked from the start than any Mario Kart game in series history.
Yeah, Splatoon 2
The online
Horde
has
mode,
a fun way
basically.
of keeping things fresh. Choose race, and you'll join 11 other players and switch between random assortments of tracks.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I was almost positive
Choose
ARMS
battle,
was going to come out in
and you'll
May,
even switch
but
between modes,
they
like
might not want to put it out close, I guess, to
Renegade
Street
Roundup.
Fighter. That must be a
So
thing.
be ready for anything.
So that's all I can imagine.
For
They
more
don't want it out
personalized
anywhere near
experience,
Street Fighter.
You can also play with friends in a friend room, where you pick the rules, the items, the CPUs, and more. You can even create or enter a full-fledged in-game tournament. Speaking of, Nintendo will be hosting 2 of our own, one for racing and one for Battle to celebrate the launch of Mario Kart.
That's gonna be
8
interesting. So
Deluxe.
Nintendo's gonna have their own
Stay tuned
tournament for
more
Mario
info
Kart.
because
That's a
the
cool
race
idea.
begins when the game launches April 28th. Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers marks nearly 10 years since fans have seen a new iteration of the beloved classic. You can throw
I
down
played
as
this
one
and
of
it was
the
okay,
original
but it's
fighters in
Street
all-new
Fighter
HD
2.
graphics.
I mean, it's
Choose the
fun.
retro pixel art. Ultra Street Fighter 2 also features
But it
2
really
new
is Street
playable
Fighter 2,
characters,
so.
the first new additions in the classic roster in over 20 years. Evil Ryu has succumbed to the murderous Satsui no Hado, and M. Bison has brainwashed his friend, creating Violet Ken.
I know, I'm a little
roster
shocked
to
on this
19
Payday 2
fighters.
news.
See
Payday
who
2
reigns
is,
supreme in fierce local or
that's a little
online
out there to me.
competitions. For a change of pace,
Turn this down a little bit just so I can
Bayonetta
talk.
mode lets you throw a Hadouken
Hey, you guys.
from a first-person perspective. And co-op battles gives you
Yeah, I'm a
and
little
friends
surprised on
one
Payday 2. That's the one that caught me off guard big time. Now, I'm still a little disappointed there's no virtual console because I would have liked to have seen some idea of what we're looking at, but that's got to be like a big like trump card type thing for E3, especially if they are bringing GameCube over.
Minecraft.
Yeah, we already know that. It's $60 for just the dock. I thought we already knew that.
It's a game about placing blocks
Minecraft is a good one to have. I mean, it was already on the Wii U. It will run better on the Switch just because it's a Tegra that's obviously already used on like tablets and everything for this. But they did say it'll have split screen, which is cool, so I assume each Joy-Con will be able to be split to one another and do co-op there. Do I think Madden? I do think Madden will show up on the Switch, yes.
Can join each other in local multiplayer on the TV or in tabletop mode, supporting both split screen and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Nintendo and Minecraft fans alike will also be happy to learn that the Super Mario Mashup Pack will be launching on the Nintendo Switch console. Play and explore a world full of classic characters and places from the Mario universe. Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, including the Super Mario Mashup Pack, will launch on Nintendo eShop May 11th. And
See, that's soon at least. May 11's coming up, so I'm alright with that.
Neo Geo masterpieces make awesome additions to any arcade. And Nintendo Switch.
Man, they
is
are
no
like going
different.
all out with Neo Geo.
In fact, arcade
I have no idea how them and
Showdown
SNK
4
came together
will
like
be
they have.
available tomorrow. Look out for these other Golden Age greats coming soon. 99% of the world is dangling in the evil clutches of Eggman and his terrifying new power. But never fear. Sonic is here to face the danger. Now fight back. Free the world from Eggman using the Blue Blur's stylish high-speed moves.
Yeah, I was hoping there would be other colors. I mean, neon yellow isn't bad, but I was hoping there could be like maybe like a neon green, maybe. I don't know. There's probably other colors they could have done. Maybe like a maybe like black, like a black Joy-Con, or maybe even like one of those like Arctic white with like the black triggers and everything. There's a lot of colors they could do that people have already painted them online. So I'm slightly disappointed with just neon yellow. It seems like an odd color to pull.
After more than 20 years, a new installment in the classic series' original style is almost here. In addition to brand new stages, some popular
I played this at the event. I mean, it really is pretty much Sonic. It reminded me of Sonic CD when I was playing it at the event.
Project Nakuru is one big battle of an action game in which players compete
Flip
by
out.
flipping panels.
I mean, it's another puzzle. It's a puzzle game, but at least it's a little different.
Stomp a panel and it'll change to your color.
Yeah, the battery backs for the Joy-Con is weird. I really don't know a lot of people who are crying foul about how long the Joy-Con's battery lasted. I don't really know what need that fills. I mean, the Joy-Cons have like a 20-hour battery, I believe, and most times you'll have put it back in the system will die, and then when you charge it, it charges the Joy-Cons also. So I don't know why the Joy-Cons need that back to it.
Fate Extella is headed to Nintendo Switch with an all-star cast of characters from the series.
Yeah, 20-hour battery life. I'm not really sure why they need that grip with the extra battery. This looks pretty cool. Looks almost like just another Dynasty Warriors, but it looks cool.
With overwhelming power on your side, you'll crush thousands of enemies all by yourself. Fate Extella will launch on July 25th.
Fate Extella. This is good. Disgaea 5 is good. If you want to get into Disgaea, get Disgaea 5. You don't have to play any of the other ones. This one has all the DLC from the PS4 version.
with many distinct characters.
Technically, you can import it now if you want, because it's all in English. It's everything that's on that card is also in English with a setting you can change. So you can order it straight from Amazon Japan, get it in like 2 or 3 days through Prime, and you can just play it if you want.
You can explore the netherworld to your heart's content when the standard and limited edition launches on Nintendo Switch.
I'm okay with that charge the battery back if it was for the Switch. Like, that's the need that most people worry about is the Switch battery life.
Probably familiar with Tetris. You may be
This is cool. They said a demo's coming out actually as soon, like later on after the direct ended. So I'm hoping it's gonna be up on the shop like today.
Tetris, pairs of Puyo fall from the top of your board and collect at the bottom. You'll move and rotate the Puyos, but unlike Tetris, your goal isn't to create a line, but to gather a clump of the same colored Puyos and clear them from your board.
What if you never played Disgaea? Is that what you're asking? Disgaea 5 it's like a strategy RPG. So if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, just a little more out there and crazy, you would like it.
And sabotage your opponent's board. Are you up for the challenge? Well, a demo is launching on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation ends. The demo will give you a taste of both the solo arcade and multiplayer arcade modes. Unsure how to play? Well, don't worry. Lessons mode is included as well.
Lessons mode, just in case you don't know how to play Tetris. Actually, no, I shouldn't say. Puyo Pit Tetris a little more out there.
Games ever is coming to Nintendo
It's really fun
Switch. Now up to 6 players can enjoy
6 players,
Monopoly
okay.
in
So
a
4
whole new
Joy-Cons,
way
2 Pro
and
controllers.
bring the board game to life anywhere at any time. With HD Rumble, it even feels like the dice are rolling.
There's one battery case. It was going through Indiegogo. I think a lot of people are kind of waiting and seeing how it goes because any Kickstarter Indiegogo is risky, obviously. And it's already, I think, been backed, so it's happening. But none from big reputable companies yet now.
Rayman Legends Definitive Edition is the ultimate version of the award-winning game. Pick your favorite character and get absorbed once again into the mythical.
Rayman Legends is good.
The gang must run, jump, and smack
Seems
their
perfectly
way through
fit for the
different worlds
Switch
to
with
save
the portable mode and
Discover
everything.
the secrets of each legendary painting. Exclusive to the Nintendo Switch, the Kung Foot experience now offers a solo mode and a tournament mode for pitting up to 8 teams against each other. You can also connect 2 consoles for playing in local co-op. Get ready for a lot of laughs when the game launches later this year. If you're game for something different, then
This looks good.
Nordic
This
has
looks
your
cool.
back. The diesel punk shoot 'em up game Mora X.
Mora
was
X, that
co-developed
looks
by
really cool.
Grasshopper Manufacturer and Digital Reality. Find out what choices you'd make if you knew exactly how much life you had left to live when this stirring tale of honor and morality launches on Nintendo Switch this summer, complete with a local
Sometime
co-op
in the
and
summer.
versus
I don't know when. Come on, summer.
Battle Chasers Night War. is
Hey,
an
Ben Ward,
RPG
thanks for the
inspired by
$2, man.
console
Appreciate it.
classics and based on the fan
Appreciate
favorite
it.
Battle Chasers comic book series. You can dive deep into its dungeons and even deeper into its turn-based combat when the game releases first on Nintendo Switch in late summer.
Available summer, sometime
Getting
summer.
paid to be the bad
This is
guys is as sweet of a
yeah, this
gig
is
as ever
crazy.
in Payday 2 for Nintendo Switch.
Who would have thought?
You and 3 other players can band together for intense co-op action.
Like, who would have
and
thought
rise
Payday
to the
2 would
top
show
of
up on the
criminal
Switch?
Underworld for bigger jobs and better paydays. Use the cash you stash to customize your character with
It's a
new
good game.
skills
It
that
really
change
is.
the
It's a
way
great
you
game.
play. A huge amount of Payday 2 content will be released on Nintendo Switch, so it'll be high time to open this vault later
Sometime
this year.
2017. Man, that's a game I would love to play on
Some of the most
the
popular
Switch.
NAMCO games of all time are headed to Nintendo Switch. With NAMCO Museum, you can play classics like Pac-Man.
I assume that's one cartridge, I would hope.
Splatterhouse
I
anytime,
hope it's just one
anywhere.
cartridge.
And multiplayer favorites like Rolling Thunder, Sky Kid, and Tank Force are perfect for local co-op with family and friends. You can use the standard horizontal display, or even switch to a vertical
That's a
layout
cool
for
idea.
classic arcade feel. Stop and resume your gameplay at any time with ease while testing your skills in fun challenge modes designed for each game. The classic fun begins when NAMCO Museum comes to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch this summer. We're happy to confirm that limited quantities of the standalone Nintendo Switch
weird
dock
thing to
will be
announce on
available
here.
for purchase May 19th. You can hook up an extra dock to a separate TV.
Yeah, but you need the
can
power
switch from
adapter,
one
too.
To the other without unplugging your main setup.
But then you have
If you're
to...
interested, it's available at participating retailers.
But you need the
or
power
at the
adapter,
store
right?
at Nintendo.com.
Like, why don't you just buy the bigger one with the power adapter that's
Grab
already
3
$30
of your
bucks?
best Inkling teammates and fire up your Wii U console.
Yeah, Smash. I have a feeling
Battle
Smash
5
will be at
hosting
E3.
Splatoon
It has.
Heroes
That and
Nintendo
Pokemon have to be there.
event You've been waiting for. If you're 18 years or older and based in the U.S., you can register your team at battlefy.com.
Yeah, you can buy. I mean, you can buy a separate AC adapter, but it's $30. So why wouldn't you just buy the $90 one instead of the $60 one and then the adapter? You miss out on HDMI cable for free, basically. Oh, in that case, there you go. I've already bought a second one. There you go. All right. Very good. The Direct was good. I think a lot of people were expecting more than what was going to be there. But overall, it was an alright Direct. There was some stuff there that was cool. Like I said, Payday 2 is the big one. That was the one that was most surprising. Minecraft makes sense on the system. I'm not surprised that that's there. But I think at this point, we have to wait for E3 for any of the really big announcements that I think people are hoping for. Virtual Console, obviously with GameCube coupled with that. Any of the online stuff, I guess, which will give us a very short window to test it before they try to charge us for it, because they're going to try to charge us for it later on this year. I assume sometime in the fall to Christmas, like somewhere in fall to winter. So they're going to give us a very short window to test this online service. I figured it would have been sooner to at least let us know what's happening, because unless they're going to come out with an announcement that says this is what's happening, now you can go use it like today, which people do that on E3 a lot, where they announce something and then it's available that day. That's all I can imagine, because it's going to be a beta service essentially. They would be charging for it right away if it wasn't. Did they enter? No, they did not announce Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, I know there were a lot of rumors that were off, but I do understand that Pokemon at least makes sense, and the HD sprites and models are unused in Pokemon right now, and the Switch is the only system that would use those assets, so at least that there's some like merit to that. There's some proof to that technically, but we'll see. We will see. So I think, I guess that's it then. It's going to be a lot of stuff coming out this summer, as we just saw. Payday, I feel like Payday is going to get pushed to probably in the fall, or maybe even like October, November, maybe. I don't know. That seems late. I was hoping that would have been slapped with like an August release date. So E3 is like the second week in June. Usually it goes for like 4 or 5 days. Technically, it goes for a little while. So. Anyway, let's I guess that's it though. Nothing else really. I'm sure there'll be a lot of other stuff happening where people are going to analyze everything we just saw with all the different games. So I'm sure some other stuff will come out, but I think that's about it for today. So Arms Spring, if it's coming out in June. I don't know. It's a little odd to me too, because they said spring. Maybe it just wasn't ready. I don't know. Cool. All right, guys, we'll have to go make dinner and everything, and I have a video I have to finish before it goes live tonight, so there will be another video up tonight, and then Newswave tomorrow morning, which I guess I'll talk about this Nintendo Direct on Newswave. It makes sense. Cool. All right, guys, it was a good Direct. Good times. I will see you, like I said, tonight. A video going up tomorrow morning, Newswave, and then I guess I'll see you on the next live stream, so I'll see you then.